Hi everyone, welcome to Good Bad Deli. I'm Chris King.
Alexander Void.
Today we're having a deep thoughts on Comic-Con 2015. This is going to be more of a Comic-Con breakdown. Since last week we did the preview. Now Comic-Con is over. It's been over for a couple days now. We have all the news, all the trailers essentially, and so we're going to go ahead and break all these down very, very thoroughly. So let's get started with what should we get started with? I guess should we get started with let's start with Star Wars, since they went on the Friday, I believe, before WB and all these other bigger panels. Okay, so starting off with Star Wars, they had a pretty good panel. They had pretty much everyone come out. Harrison Ford, Chewbacca. You had Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, all those kind of guys. They came out. They started showing a little bit of footage, but no new trailer. Not even new footage, is all behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, it's a featurette.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, a lot of really cool concept art and green screen stuff. Obviously, a big emphasis on practical effects, practical creatures and practical sets and that kind of stuff. Simon Pegg, was thrown in there. What did you think overall about what we got from Comic-Con? Not much, but what did you think of it?
I think it's nice. I think that it's exactly what we needed. It's because everybody's scared that it's going to be the George Lucas fest that was the prequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pushing a lot. And I think it's kind of getting to that point where it's like, okay, we got it. We understand you're doing practical. Yes, you built all these sets. It's like, yes, I get it. I got it. Good. Yeah. It's nice to see Simon Pegg's actually officially there. I like Simon Pegg. And beat me up, Scotty.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of that was kind of fan service kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, not a lot of news. Were you disappointed we get a trailer or?
No. I think we got to that point where we saw enough of Star Wars. I don't want to see the whole movie already.
I agree.
Like, I don't want to see the whole movie online. I want to see the movie in theaters. Like, we're close to it too, so there isn't much to show.
I agree. Okay, so next up after Star Wars, some of these are gonna be a little bit out of order, but
wait. Before we move on from Star Wars,
sure.
Didn't they already state something to do with Han Solo movie? It's happening.
Yeah, as I was saying for the film rundown on Thursday.
Okay, never mind. Not talking about anything.
Yeah, but no, we can mention just in passing that.
Was it said in Comic-Con?
No, it was released I think the day before.
Okay, they always do that.
They do that, yeah. Which is kind of weird. I don't know why wouldn't you just announce that during? That would have been dope,
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, Lord & Miller directing. What do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot. I wonder who's going to be by him. Because I think it's going to be a prequel with Boba Fett. When he met Boba Fett, and they have this little feud.
Oh, okay, that'd be interesting. A good way to, because everyone wants a Boba Fett movie as well. But that'd be a good way to kill two birds with one stone. That's a good point. I'm kind of not split. I like the idea of Rogue One, for instance, because it seems much more original to me. Where in the prequels they talk about how the Death Star, those plans were stolen by the Rebel Alliance, and that's what Rogue One's gonna focus on, that idea and show you what happened. Whereas Han Solo's Han Solo's already cool, and we're already gonna get more Han Solo in a fourth movie. I'm kind of I kind of have enough of Han Solo. I know everyone loves Han Solo. I would love to focus on a character I don't know. More Darth Vader would always been really cool for me. Or
we did that before.
I know, yeah. The whole prequel for
well, the Han Solo movie, if it does happen, what's gonna happen? The Han Solo movie. Okay, so let's say in the underground, this is perfect time to do a noir. There's a perfect time for it, okay? Because he's a smuggler. Well, if it's a bounty hunter.
Well, on that, I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be much more Marvel-esque. I think it's gonna be much more bombastic. What I do want to see is what you're getting right now. I want to see a bounty hunter movie, which was gonna be pretty much like how 1313 was in the underground rings of all the scum and the thieves and the murderers of the Star Wars universe. I want to see that movie and have three bounty hunters together and a big movie like that, kind of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. See, I like it, and we have a young Han Solo. We're gonna see the origins of Jabba the Hutt, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, exactly. Probably someday.
Anyways, and then there you go, and just call it the Blade Runner.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's funny. Okay, so after Star Wars, man, I'm not even sure how this order happened, but shall we move on to? Let's go on the Warcraft panel because I can't remember which day that went on. But Warcraft is with what, Legendary and man, is it Universal or is it Fox?
It's David Bowie's song.
I can't
That's
remember.
all I got.
But anyway, so the Warcraft panel, they did. I like that panel a lot actually because they talked a lot about how the idea of like we're gonna show both sides, like not just the humans, but like the orcs are gonna have families and stuff. They talked about like their characters a little bit and getting into character and motion capture, that kind of stuff. Again, all the images they showed footage. I think that's the only trailer that I have not seen yet. Is that leaked footage from the Warcraft panel, which I'm not even gonna look up because I'm like I'll just wait for the real trailer because I'm sure it's not gonna do it justice. But are you excited for this movie?
No.
Okay.
I'm not there yet. I did see somebody draw out really not elaborate.
Oh, I saw that as well.
Stick figure people.
That's funny.
Yeah. I thought that was nice.
That was actually kind of cool. Yeah.
But nope. I'll just wait. I'm also not that hyped for this movie. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are really betting on this movie to be the big video game movie, but the problem is that that's such a very different kind of video game that it's hard to say that this represents all video game movies, you know. It's very self-contained, I think, actually. I think it's going to be very niche compared to Assassin's Creed. Like, I don't think, like, your parents are going to take you to go see Warcraft. Like, you may have to go with your friends or your family. I'm sorry, like your cousin or brother.
Do you have any friends? Because, you know, you're in Warcraft.
Probably
yeah, bagging on the world. I'm doing it.
Your guild, maybe. They'll go.
There you go.
But I don't think, like, your grandma and your parents are going to want to go see Warcraft. I think that it's a better, easier sell to get them, like, let's go see Uncharted. Let's go see Assassin's Creed when those come out. But I think Warcraft is going to be very niche.
Well, I guess you could try to push the Lord of the Rings fans to this one. Because when you said Uncharted, I was just thinking, you just tell them, it's like, hey, do you like Indiana Jones? Yeah. Come watch Uncharted.
With Chris Pratt.
With Chris Pratt. There you go. Pratt's everything. Is Pratt going to play an orc? I want to play an orc.
Oh, maybe. And then the next one. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I did also see an interview where someone asked him, like, is this going to be a trilogy or whatever? He did actually, I'm sorry, are you thinking about sequels? He said, if we can do a trilogy of movies, that's what I have in mind. But it's going to depend on like the producers. So I thought that was kind of interesting that he's really looking at it as a trilogy. Whether or not it will happen probably be based on the money.
Yeah, of course. So for sure they're going to start filming. For sure it's going to be greenlit beforehand. So we'll actually see. I am hoping for this because I want there to be good video game movies.
I don't want this to feel too much like the video game. I want it to just be a good like Lord of the Rings kind of Middle Earth movie. That's what I really want out of it. But okay. So should we go on to WB or Fox? I believe Fox went before as well.
Actually, I know nothing about Fox. Let's go on Fox.
Let's go on Fox. All right. So we had three big things actually from Fox. They had, I believe it was 3 different panels. So first off, you pick which one.
Oh, they did have a lot of stuff in Fox. I remember now. Let's start off with everyone's favorite, Deadpool.
Okay, so let's do Deadpool first. So with Deadpool's panel, I believe it was Chris Hardwick who was moderating it, but he brought out Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds, T.J. Miller. I can't remember the actress name, but the character who's playing what is it? Megatonic.
Megatonic, super dude, cool name.
Teenage Warhead or something.
Yes,
Megatonic Teenage Warhead. They brought her out, and I believe the villain as well. Who I meant to bag on it before, but I hate how he doesn't look like a villain. He looks like a homeless guy in a hood.
I know who he is.
I can't remember I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
And I'm sure they brought Colossus, right?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, he was in the trailer, but I didn't see him on the panel. So that's a good question. Hopefully he was there because I'm a big fan of Colossus in the comics and the movies, actually. But anyway, so it was very witty. It was very I heard there's a lot of language there at the panel.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No, I just heard. I didn't really watch many panels. I heard the Batman v Superman panel. But I mean, overall, very in much of the tone of Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know. And he's really kind of going all out to show like this is a rated R movie. This is gonna be comedy and it's gonna be.
It is
crass.
Definitely a hard R.
Yeah, exactly. So they're really pushing that, and I think that's their marketing, like meal right there. It's like they're betting all on the fact that it is a rated R comic book movie. You So it's gonna be like the comics.
So before I talk about it,
Mhm.
I do have a question for you. Did you ever play the Deadpool game?
No, actually, I had it pre-ordered, and then once the gameplay came out, I canceled.
Well, you made a good choice. Because that was my problem with the Deadpool game, is that it reminded me of this trailer, and I love Deadpool, but the thing is that Deadpool is really not like that. Everybody, like, they exaggerate Deadpool.
The new Deadpool, yeah, exactly. I'm all for original Deadpool. He's breaking the fourth wall. He's like in between the comic, like those little white barriers, you know, where the panels end and stuff. Like he is in those things. But the whole like really like brutal kind of stuff and the cuss word stuff, that was much more like the new regime taking over at Marvel.
Yeah.
And let's push Deadpool further, you know. But that's a good point.
Yeah, see, so that's my problem with it. I did watch the trailer. It was a really, really, really cool trailer. A lot of good jokes in it, especially T.J. Miller talking about his face and stuff. His face is not as messed up as it is in the comic books, which I guess is fine. I guess it's good because I guess we don't really want to see his super burned up face. It was nice seeing everybody. It's nice that how they just make fun of each other. I loved it. I thought that it was really good. I just think that they're pushing a little too hard to be.
It was a really long trailer.
F-bombs. Oh yeah, it was a long trailer. Yeah.
I liked everything about it. I even liked T.J. Miller, but the only thing I didn't like about it was those scenes with him and the bad guy. He was like, "You look like a blah blah," and they showed like 3 different times. He's like, "You look like this. You look like that." I'm like, I get it. You know, you're making fun of his face, but everything else about it was really good. Little clips of Colossus. Apparently, it's gonna be an origin story. I didn't realize that.
Yes, it is an origin story.
Like him, discussing like with his wife or his girlfriend at the time, whether or not to go through with it and stuff.
It's like I have cancer on my, what was it? I think it was my stomach, my prostate, and my brain. But I guess those are things I could live without.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
So it's interesting to see that it is gonna be an origin story. Again, very long trailer. It's not a really low quality. It was kind of a problem, but I did see a few times to know that they even included that like the test footage from.
Oh yes.
I couldn't tell if it was the same test footage or if they redid it with him in real.
No,
costume.
they redid it and they changed the music too.
Yeah, they changed the music.
Yeah, and they really pushed the rap music.
I didn't like the Salt and Pepper is a shoot. I think it was. Didn't like that either. Didn't fit.
It didn't fit.
The tone. I would have preferred like a AC/DC song or something like that.
No, you think of Marvel.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't know. Just something more like in rock or like a soft rock kind of thing to make it ironic, you know. But the rap thing, I didn't do it for me.
It didn't work.
Which is weird because I like rap. But anyway, so yeah, it had a lot of good stuff about it. The footage was good. I had some problem with the presentation stuff, but overall it was good. It was a good trailer. I'm excited for the movie.
When is it coming out?
It's definitely like it's on Valentine's Day, but I can't remember if it's 2016 or if it's going to be 2017. I think it's 2016.
Oh wow! See, it has to be soon because there's a lot of footage that you showed.
It was a lot of footage. It was a really long trailer. So yeah, I think it's February 2016.
Well, for all you guys who actually want to watch the trailer, Ryan Reynolds did tweet out that it's coming out in 3 weeks.
Okay.
So by the time this video is up, probably 2 weeks from now.
Which I'm okay with. I'm at the end of it, I think we're gonna talk a little bit about like the ups and downs. Comic-Con. My biggest thing is that why is it not live stream, and why aren't these trailers releasing the next day? You know, or at least tell us when they're gonna release, because all the stuff has been leaked. You know, and even Warner Brothers sent out a tweet, or David Ayer sent out a tweet saying like, you know, we didn't want to show the trailer like this. We're just gonna release it now. We're bummed. Like, why are you bummed? What did you expect? You have 4,000 people in a room with everyone has a cell phone.
Yep.
And you're really surprised that I'm so surprised by the fact that these leaks were recorded with potatoes. That's the thing that makes me mad. It's the fact like, don't you guys have phones, like real phones? And they're not gonna get into that. Let's move on to Fantastic Four, because I want to spend some time on X-Men. But Fantastic Four, I didn't keep up with the panel much, but they did show off a new trailer. And it's apparently the final Fantastic Four trailer.
Yep.
Did you see this trailer?
No, I saw it. I saw it there. Like, I saw this online. It's the final trailer.
It is online now. Yeah.
And I just didn't care.
Yeah, I
moved on my life.
I watched it today actually, and it was pretty much like a lot of the same footage that we got from the second trailer, and a few included scenes that had to do with Doom, but I don't know. I will say this. I have a lot of red flags for Fantastic Four. but I don't think as much now as Suicide Squad. You know, from a design perspective at least. So I'm really split on the movie. But we are gonna see it, I suppose. But I don't know. I mean, is there any way to save Fantastic Four's like marketing now? I mean, you know, how are they gonna get people hyped for this movie? Because I don't know how to do it anymore. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll be better than the first two movies, but that's not a big thing to be proud of because those movies were really bad anyway. So.
Yeah, I think it's only word of mouth. It just has to be a good movie.
Okay,
that's it. That's the only thing you can do. I didn't even know why they released another trailer.
I don't either. Especially
I
like
wonder,
the same footage.
I never met a Fantastic Four movie fan for this movie. I wonder if they exist. If they're out there in the world. If you're a Fantastic Four movie fan, if you're looking for this, like comments because I want to know who you are
and why.
And why.
Okay.
Do you want Silver Surfer?
All right. Finally, X-Men Apocalypse. This was a very interesting panel because of the fact that first they had Hugh Jackman come out and he like announced everything and stuff and he brought everyone out and then he left. But when he came out, he did mention like I think it's like, man, looking at that footage, you know, like, I'm looking so old. You know, like talk about Old Man Logan, and everyone freaked out. And some people were like running with Old Man Logan movie confirmed, and other people are being smart and they're more like, could this be a hint at Old Man Logan?
Yeah.
I just took it as a joke, you know. I don't think it's really saying much, but there was a point where Bryan Singer turned to me and was like, oh.